Hi everyone, welcome back to Geeks for Geeks. In this video we will learn what is hooks in React. So before learning hooks, let's understand what is the difference between class and function component. And we are talking before version 16.8. Okay, so class component has the ability to manage the state, but in case of function component, it has not ability to manage the state. Alright, other point is, in case of class component, we are having lots of lifecycle method. Maybe you have learned in case of class component, we are having 3 lifecycle stages: mounting, updating and unmounting. And there we are having lots of lifecycle method. So it's very difficult to handle all of them. And also sometimes it's very difficult to remember them. Like which lifecycle method should be used at what time. Alright. But in case of function component, we were not having any lifecycle method that could manage the lifecycle of component. Alright. Next point is complex code. In case of class component, when you are dealing with state management, so at that time you face one problem, like your code becomes too much complex, because here it has more code length, so it is less readable. So all these problems were resolved when hooks component came into the picture. So you can say hooks component was basically developed for function component to manage the state and also to provide some other features. Alright. And whatever the problems that we were having in case of class component, they were resolved with the help of hooks component. You can say hooks component are predefined component that you can directly use it and you don't need to install them. Whenever you install React, it automatically gets installed. Alright. So let's focus on hooks component which is mostly used. One is use state. It is basically used to manage state, and we will also look at an example of this. Another one is use effect. Apart from this, there are other components like use context, use memo, use reducer, use ref, use callback. Okay, so these are the hooks component that is mostly used. Other hooks component is use selector and use dispatch. It is basically used in case of Redux, which is also a state management tool that basically helps you to manage the state. Alright. So for this you need to install a separate library. So all these are hooks component. So let's take an example of use state. So before going use state, you also have to keep few things into your mind. Like while you are dealing with hooks component, be sure you have to use it in function component. Alright. And always use hooks component on the top of your code. Okay. And don't try to use it inside for loop, condition statement and nested function. And also one hooks can call other hooks. So you will come to know all these things when you will look at an example. So here let's see an example of use state. So use state, as I mentioned, it is basically used to manage the state. Okay. So for that what you have to do, here you just have to put comma and under curly bracket you have to import use state. Alright. This is the way to import hooks component. Okay. And here what you have to do, you have to write constant keyword and under square bracket you have to create a state. In case of class component, what you are doing, there you were creating a state inside constructor method by writing this dot state. Alright. So here you have to keep the same thing inside square bracket. So let's take a state name. You can give any name, and another one is set name. So it is basically a state, and set name you can say kind of method which will help us to update this state at runtime. Alright. And here you have to import use state, this one. Okay. And here under single or double quotes you can give a state name. For example, here I have given ABC. It means the initial value of name is ABC. Alright. You can keep it blank. It means name has null value. Now we will create a button, and under on click event we will update this state at runtime. So here you can create a button, name it click here, and here as you know we are having one property on click event. So under on click, what we are doing, we are using callback function and we are just calling set name. As I mentioned, it acts as a method, so you can directly call it here, and under parenthesis you can just update this state by passing a name. So here let's write Geeks for Geeks. Alright, we will also create a method here, but here we are following a simple approach. So let's save it. Go to your browser. Here you can see this is the hello world. Okay, here one more thing we have to do. This step we have to call it. Okay, so here let's call it hello and under curly bracket name, because it is a JavaScript code. So if you want to use it inside HTML, so you have to give curly bracket. All right, so let's save it. Go to your browser, refresh it. So here you can see we are having hello. Okay, and if you give your initial state, say ABC, save, go to your browser. Here you can see hello ABC. So it is basically initial state. So now when you click on button, it will just update the state. Okay, so this way we can say use state basically a way of handling the state. We can manage the past, present and future behavior of a component. All right, so here we have used the simplest approach. Now create a method. So for that, what you have to do, let's create a method here, constant click handler. You can take any name, and here I am using arrow function, and here you have to do nothing, just copy all this and control V here. All right, and just call this method click handler. Perfect. You can just call set name inside method and call this method inside on click event. Now go to your browser, refresh it, again hello ABC, click here, you will find the same result. All right, so in this video we have learned what is hooks in React.js, and we have also looked the example of use state. So hope you have enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching. We will see you in next video.